Hey guys, it's me T. Sorry I'm a little late than what I said I would be arriving to at. I didn't even realize like the time went by so fast. I was just like resetting something. Let me just I'm just going to basically show you how I'm going to like what I kind of do. Like well, I can't really show it to you, but I'm flowing right now. So give me a second to flow. What I'm doing right now is I'm lighting a candle uh, in my knowledge and spirituality corner today, since that's my day today. So I light a candle there of a good vibes because I know how to give off good vibes. Okay, so that's basically what I'm bringing to this corner right here, um, which is my career corner, but like also kind of like my workspace, right? So, and what I'm lighting right now is in terms of calling upon Michelangelo, the spirit of Michelangelo, and then also all of the, whoever needs to be here in terms of guidance. Um, like, obviously, whoever works with Grandmaster G and Grand Majesty G, I'm lighting an incense as well. It's my last one. I have to go get some more, mans. And so that'll be with us. Okay. Yeah. Is it better with this off? Oh, yes! Oh my god, enough light. I love it. Okay, this is so dope because I was like, wow, the light's way too bright. Let me just see if I have to do something. Hold on one second. Sometimes I have to play around. Is that weird because there's like shadows and shit? Not that... It made it sound so creepy. I made it sound super creepy, but I kind of need... I need something in terms of light. How about we do this? Are we going to... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this light on... I'm going to put on this light right now just to do the cards, and then maybe like at the end, like if I'm supposed to be talking or something, then I'll turn off the light. I like the light off though, but I don't have light here. I have to get a light in this corner, like right where I put the candle. I really want something like a taller lamp light. Okay. So what we're doing right now is basically a reading for the healers. And I'm super excited to bring this at you. And I'm definitely, clearly, I was getting over and over and over again, 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. I was like, all right, guys, you guys are excited about these 3 cards. All right, let me just put the excess stuff away from me. Away, away. Okay, I don't fucking know. All right. All right, hello, Archangel. Oh my god, I was about to call Archangel Michael, but Archangel Michael too. Definitely be here. Thank you. You know what to do. You know what you're here for. I'm not even going to tell you what to do. Okay. Whew. I didn't even like, these are so freaking wrinkled today, but I was like, I just went out. So I was like, I'll give it to... Alright, so basic... Oh my god, why are these all backwards? Oh, because I think last time I was like, fuck it. But see, guys, that's what happens when you say fuck it and you don't prepare for the next time around, like where you don't reset up when you get a chance. You gotta do it like when you're actually needing to go on fucking camp. That's bullshit. I rarely do it, but whatever, man. Maybe it's supposed to happen because I'm just supposed to be blabbing right now. I feel like I'm counting money. Okay. And honestly, I'd be standing for this, but I just feel like sitting. And maybe I'll stand. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little bit of standing. Maybe a little standing, a little bit of Maybe I'll just, as I'm shuffling, I'm receiving, right? And as I'm sharing, I'll stand. Ooh, I find that this is going to be a really weird but interestingly really good video right now. Like, it's going to be like like, I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm going to turn on the light. I have the lights on. I'm going to turn them off in a little bit. I feel like I'm going to stand a little bit. Like, it's going to be very mixed up with a lot of movement. I was getting physical activity today, too. So that's, like, really... That kind of goes well with things. Okay. Whew. I love this song, by the way. Okay. Alright, so to Grandmaster G, Grand Majesty G, My Higher Self, there's one flippage. I saw that. Michelangelo, and yes, anybody else who'd like to work with us for the Divine Pure White Light. That works with Grandmaster G and Love and Grand Majesty G only. Feel free to be here. Okay, so thank you so much for having us receive 3 of the highest and best cards that you would like the healers to know for today in terms of what will heal them. Do I stop right here right now for the highest and best 3 cards? Yeah, I felt that. I felt it. Can you even see it? Oh, maybe you can see it a little bit. I have you a little farther away because I couldn't really... I was like, I don't have time for this, like, shuffling around all this stuff. But I think you can see all of it. Do I do one by one? Lately, it's been about the story time. I'm like, okay, I gotta flip all of them over for story time. Boom. Alright. Can you see me if I stand up? I feel like I gotta lean though. All right, I'm like half, I'm like half up, half lean. All right, so let's see. Okay. I just have to like sit for a second. All right. So we have the number 13. This is so interesting because we got this card last time, I feel. Woo, okay. So here's the first card. First card is the number 13. And I don't know what this is in the original deck, but I have to check it out. So actually, you can really see that in a really awesome lighting. That's good. All right, so do I, let me just absorb this. Okay, they want me to share all of these with you. Second is Pedis. That's what you got. Okay. Third is the number 2 of swords. Oh, and that was the Pedis of swords. Okay, interesting. Now, oh, this is so cool. All right, so this is really cool. So they're telling me to look at the colors. The colors of this card is green. Sorry for the background noise, guys. This card is greenish in color, okay? So this card, let me just lower this because I feel like, do I get rid of this full throttle? Okay. I'm just going to really have it go silent because I like need to concentrate. So this is the number 2. Sorry, not the number 2. I don't know why I said 2. Maybe because there's like 2 people here kind of. All right. This is really interesting. It's number 13. Number 13, I don't know what it stands for in the, it's not the temperance. I don't know what comes before that, but we'll look it up in 2 seconds. But this is interesting because I feel as though you guys have come out of something where you feel like you're so fucking exhausted, okay? But this is very interesting because it's either you are feeling exhausted or you're helping the exhausted. But I feel as the exhausted parts of you are being, like, this is, I feel like Mother Mary in the back. And Mother Mary, in a lot of the card decks that I have, she's like a miracle worker, okay? So there's a miracle coming into your life where I feel as though your adult self, like, you know when you're adulting too hard? Thank you, 18. Your adult self is literally dying out. It's like exhausted and it's just like, yo, fuck this shit. But you see that little kid? That little kid is your inner child. And your inner child is saying to you, yo, I got you. Just like even though you've given these these mofos of your support system a very hard time because you've been adulting too hard, it's like your adultness or adulthoodness is like super exhausted at this point, and you're just like, bro, I can't do this anymore. Things have to change up. Things are now changing up. That's why it's the lucky 13, baby. And at this time, or even in the past, because this might be a past card, or at this time where we're moving ahead from like step 1, 2, 3, you or sort of like from the past or up until now, you're actually like, I feel like your guides have taken over as well as your inner child, and they're what keeping you going. Now it's just so interesting because I feel like I can purely relate to that, where I just literally at one point a very long time ago I was like, you guys take over because I can't do this anymore, like in terms of, and I didn't even realize up until now that was my adulthood saying that. It was just like, whatever needs to happen, like I was trying to control the situation up until now to try to heal my situation, to try to control things, to try to maneuver things my way, but it's not going as well as I'd envisioned it to. So you turn to your guides, you turn to your inner child. My inner child, I'm like never letting go of. I never even let go of my inner child ever. But the thing is, it's like, you know, sometimes just like you would kind of put, like in different scenarios, you would put like if you go into different settings, you put on a different mask, right? Like if you're at work, you're like, okay, I'm a responsible human being, and I'm just like, you know, and I'm not myself today. I'm just gonna be like, you're just gonna show up robotically, right? Like as if you have no feeling. So that's basically, I wanted to connect that to something. It's like you were doing, I think what I tried to say is that you were doing that too much in terms of not being you. And that's what adulting is. It's like too much responsibility, too much maturity, not enough balanced with, you know, the happy, you know, or joyful rather inner child. And now you're kind of recovering from that. And it's very interesting because I know we got this card before for the healers, which I haven't done this reading in a long time before, but and I feel like it's totally being seen in a different light, which is super awesome because I know that didn't come out of me last time. So yeah, so it's like your inner child or a child around you. It doesn't, I don't know what it is, but there's some youthful support coming through, but also it could be a motherly support, right? Where, you know, but it's so funny because like wherever you are, at this moment in time, even if you're feeling like this, you're still healing other people around you, which is crazy, you know? So that was a super kick in of a stream right there. Like that was insane. Because yeah, you might feel like this, but you're like still like sluggish and just like not yourself, but you're strong, right? Like see how strong you are? Like all these healers are super strong, but sometimes they're purely fucking exhausted. Like they just, because it's like too much. You're giving too much of yourself, right? So that's been kind of like the running theme, but we're coming out of this now. So it's, or this also could just be like meaning like relax and be rejoiceful, if that makes any sense, in the nurturing aspect of you, which could be like go outside in nature, and your childlike self, which is have more fun, right? So again, these are all different possibilities of which way it could be. Do I look this up in the book right now? No. Do we not from here? Yes. Okay. So see, these are interesting. These two are purple in background. So this has a lot to do with spirituality. Okay, this had to do with healing. Hi. Oh my God, who is that? Melinda? You know what I'm gonna do? Fuck, hold on. I'm like not thinking. I never think. So hold on one second because I wanted to do this before too. Let me just see Um, blah, blah, blah. Hold on one second. Let me just go live to see if I can see the, hey, there's me. It's silent enough. Okay, okay. Oh, now I see it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, cool. Rosa Milano? Hi. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for commenting too, because you know that takes a lot of courage, right? So, hola, hola. Even though I'm not Spanish, I've taken Spanish for 7 freaking years in high school, and I can't even put I can't put sentences together, but I can read and write pretty well. Um, and I really do want to go to like different Spanish speaking countries to learn a different language. That is my intention. Um, but I do Zumba. That sounds crazy. Oh, I don't know if I can actually understand it. Let's see. Hi, friend. What's mesalieron granos? Granos. I don't know what that means. Hi, friend. If you can translate that in English, that'd be awesome. Other than that, welcome. So what was I gonna say? So basic. You know what I'm gonna probably try to do. So I'm going to, just so you know, I'm going to do the reading right now, and maybe this is how I'll set it up from from now on, is I'll do the reading just to kind of get it over and done with for the people who need to like kind of zone in and out. You like big chickens? That's so funny. I like it. That's hilarious. So long story short, so what I'm going to do is thank you, by the way, for the laughs. So I'm going to just do this for the people that kind of need to be in and out. So I'll finish up the reading, and then like I'll pop in to see like your commentaries, or I'll do this by intuition all the time. So it's like me popping in and out. If that needs to be the case, that's going to be the case. Okay. So moving on to the next one. And this is also to keep me focused too, right? Because I can like be such an airhead, like in a good way, right? Spaced out. So, okay, Pettis of Swords. I forgot what this is. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I feel like it's not the Knight of Swords, but it's the one before. Page of Swords. I think it's Page of Swords, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, Page of Swords. I forgot what it means in traditional tarot. Oh, I love you too. Te amo. That's beautiful. So the Page of Swords is, okay, this is the energy that I'm reading from. You, right now in the present moment, are very, and this is what the Page of Swords look like. So purple is the background. Background means that it's a spiritual type, it's a spiritual type of card where I feel like in your mind you've come to this conclusion that you're going to literally you've come to many decisions in your life that you're literally just like taking a stand in, right? You're not moving from them. And from the looks of it, they're really good for your life because of the fact that you no longer want to feel like this, okay? You are being healed from this, and anything that made you ever feel like this, you're being healed from it. And then now you're getting stronger, and you're standing even by yourself. Like you're like, I got this, even if it's by myself. And you're kind of taking the steps, like you see how he's kind of like best foot forward. You're taking your best foot forward, and you're going towards that direction in terms of towards the direction of like the future. But also, you're holding the sword to basically, I want to say, really depict a boundary. Like you've made decisions for yourself, and now you know where you're going to have to put boundaries into play, right? You're going to have to definitely just have them not swayed anymore. It's like this as a solid, and today again it's knowledge and spirituality. It's spirituality day, so it makes sense that you're now in your knowingness of what works for you and what doesn't. You're now have come, independently in the confident knowing of you know, you've regained the strength. You don't want to lose it anymore. So right now, in order to maintain that strength and self-love, which that's what it is, you literally are going, you're making decisions that are helping you move forward, and also you're putting your boundaries up to those that really, you're like kind of like on guard, but you're like, I'll use this sword if I need to, but I really don't think I need to, because it's kind of like you're having love take over, right? So it's like you're putting love first, but you're like, but this is like this backup in case I need it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, because again, one of the decisions that you've made, I think, is, you know, you like the healing aspect, and this guy has a cloak over his, like, draped over his heart. So it's like his heart is healed and he is healing. Is still in the process of healing, but he feels confident enough and strong enough to, like, basically keep on going, and also, you know, make sure to know that his heart is soft, and it needs to be that kind of soft fabric, right, that he has in his hands. It needs to still be that way no matter what, right? But in his other hand, he's like, I'm fucking on guard, right? So so again, and it's kind of like he's like posing. He's also dressed in purple, so it's kind of like he knows his worth. He knows his spiritual values and wealth, and just, yeah, he just sees himself as, like, he's put himself on a pedestal in terms of, like, a royalty of sorts, and he's like, it's kind of like as if he is on his way to, you know, present his own knighthood to himself. You know what I'm saying? Or he's already done that, to be like, yeah, I'm here. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this anymore. In terms of, like, this back and forth shit, like, I'm just going to solidly be here. This is where I'm going, and I'm only moving up from here on out. So, yeah, and there's, like, a lot of, like, clouds in the back, which is kind of like you have so much support and so much grounding, actually, because there's a lot of green healing energy in the background. So it's kind of like your gratitude, like, you're super grateful, and you're super, like, there's a lot of angels, like, where, you know, behind you, right? Like, so that quote, what was that quote by Maya Angelou, which said, you know, wherever I show up, this is not going to be verbatim, but wherever I show up, there's like 1,000 people behind me, right? So it's like, that's how you're feeling. This is what you want to sustain and maintain, right? So, yeah, it's super beautiful. It's like you're grateful for your foundations, and you're grateful for how powerful your heart is. So you're ready to fight it if need be. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, like, I'm using, what I'm sensing is, like, I'm using my eyeballs and observation first, and then I'll go in with the sword if I need to. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely a decision-making card. Like, you guys have made decisions. Do I look up the actual meaning of this right now? No. Oh, thank you. They're telling me I'm doing good. No, you're doing good. The next one is also, this showed up too last time, I feel. Yeah, it did. Or for some reason I did. I don't know. So this is also a purple background of a card, or a bordered card. Purple. 2 of Swords. Okay. How do you want me to interpret this right now? Well, it's interesting. It's kind of like me right now. I'm sitting in this position. You don't really see it, but I'm kind of sitting like him right now, on a high chair. What I'm getting is, there's a lot of metal here, so a lot of helpful people and travel. Okay. And that's his solid foundation. Now, it's very interesting because one comes after the other, right? So I feel like you've gained all of this simple gratitude, but it's abundant. You know what I'm saying? So you gain that foundation for yourself, and now you're kind of like, and you've worked a lot, right? Like, you've put effort into moving forward with your best foot forward. And now you're kind of more like, okay, there's something showing up in your life that is going to be, I'm hearing, miraculous, in terms of what allows you to be okay with resting, and be okay with not knowing what's in front of you, like the unknown. You're going to be okay in it. It's like you've reached a sense of trusting. So you're able to sit back you no longer have like this sword up, but it's more so like one is up in terms of connecting with God to get like clear kind of like downloads, I feel. And the other one is grounding them into the ground, but also this ground is like a new form of a new life phase for you. Like, but it's not only a life phase, it's like a change of life style. And in terms of style, I mean, you haven't experienced this type of lifestyle before. Um, so whether, and in this case, I really feel as though, and I'm getting hot, maybe it's the Kindle, as I'm saying this, but I really, no, because sometimes it comes in waves like that, it's really not. It's like, it's the people around you that are helping you. And talking about the people around you that are helping you, there are a lot of, again, there's a lot of metal. So I feel like there's a lot of harmony with the people that are around you in terms of your helpful people in travel, because that is a feng shui element. That's the metal, I believe, is helpful people in travel, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the truth? Yeah, I think that is the truth. Sometimes I feel like it's the no, it is the truth because I feel so I always get mixed up with the future children and creativity. But again, everything kind of is connected and blends. So like if that works for you too, let it work, you know. But I feel as though now you're grounding. Now you've created like you came from this gratitude area where it was just like you and nature, and you were just gratitude, and there was like nothing there. And now all of a sudden, you come into this new lifestyle where you have so many people around you in terms of uplifting you, in terms of being the ground that you're able to walk on. Like, you know, what I'm picturing in my head is like, you know, when you go to a concert and there's like that mosh pit, it's like that's your grounding. There are people there to support you. You know what I'm saying? But yet, and allowing you to just sit chill and sit pretty. That makes no sense, but you know what I'm talking about. Like sit and chill and feel pretty. How about that? So one way or the other is gonna fucking work out for everybody, whatever. So long story short, so yeah, so you have, and it's kind of like the magician card is what I'm getting. It's like at least I feel by this new moon, which is it today? No, I think it's the 22nd. It's the 22nd. So the 22nd will basically be the full moon, I believe. And I don't know what sign it comes into. I think it's Cancer. I think it's Cancer moon. So by the moon, I feel like you're going to be, this is what they're going to give you, is this third card of spiritual type of support system in terms of, you know, your like helpful people in travel. Like either your travel is going to pick up and sustain you, or, you know, in terms of its love for you and your love for it, or I feel like it's both though, because there's like a square and a platform. So I feel like it's both, like helpful people in travel are definitely going to help you in terms of gain another level up of grounding, if that makes any sense, right? Another step up. So, and it's funny because we're getting two, which is basically two steps. It's like, here's your two steps of those two people, helpful people in travel. But not only that, your two steps from here's your first step, and then now you're on this metal, you know, man-made, that's really funny, man-made type of structure, because man had made it, and it's like man is also helping to make you, right? In a good way, and not in like a, you know, in a negative way where they're like molding you, you know, into whatever. It's like, no, you're strong enough to stand up for your own self at this point. And you're also very strong in terms of, you know, you've come so far with the help of, you know, the miraculous beings around you, those that nurture you, your guides, your angels, your inner child. Like all these could be like invisible resources and sources for you. So now it's kind of like, and you're admitting that to yourself. So you're like, I don't give a fuck if I have to really be blind about this anymore, because of the fact that you're just like I've already been through the unknown. I know what it feels like. I'm totally down with it. Like in terms of like I now know, because I've been through so many different experiences, that, you know, that like there's no need for me to like not trust anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all trusting. And look at him. He's like serious. He's so strong in his trusting, you know? He has a golden cloak too. So you went from a green healed cloak, right, which is Archangel Raphael. And if you need to call upon him anymore, feel free to. And this is also kind of like, I want to say, do I leave that out? Yeah, I'm going to leave it out. Some things are just like, you have to like think things out before you say shit. and so like, I just feel like there was no need for me to say what I was just thinking. All right. So what was I going to say? So then, okay, so the golden cloak. So you went from the green cloak to the golden cloak. And so it's kind of like you've dealt with the opportunity of time and effort and all of that stuff in terms of investing in your heart. And now, since you've invested in your heart, you're going to gain this golden cloak of protection and opportunity that basically has you, what's it called? It's gotten your back is what I'm getting. It's like it really has your back now. Like you're very solid in how wealthy you are because of what you've come out of, right? There's something with this moon. I don't know what's going on. The gold and the moon. All right. Oh, interesting. So the moon is purity here as well, right? Because it's white. So there is what I'm getting. It's kind of like a sandwich. It's like you're gold now in terms of golden, right? Like you've received this golden opportunity. You're golden in terms of how your life is going and how you know you're going to maintain it. Then there's this purity, which is kind of like the moon is, again, an essence of an angel kind of watching over you. So you are divinely protected and divinely, like, I feel as though, like, it's at night, too, where it's like Archangel Michael is out. Like, it's not really night in your life. It's just like Archangel Michael is here, along with your guardian angels who are protecting you and shining the light on your life. But then also it's like not you versus them, but you with your angelic realm have now gained this royalty aspect of working with one another where you feel unstoppable. You feel unbreakable, unshakable. What's the word that was coming to me? Like indomitable? Like you're not, you can no longer be dominated by anybody else. It's like it's you and your angelic realm and your angelic 18 versus the world. Like that's basically what it is, And it's really interesting because this cloak could also depict, like, what I'm getting is like your counterpart, which could be like your romantic your romantic love is coming in. So they have your back in a very golden way because they might be really kind of established in more of a sense than maybe you are, because it looks like here it's like you're just offering yourself. You're like, this is all I have to offer you right now, and I don't even know what the fuck is going on in my life, but I'm here and I'm available for you in all different invisible ways. It's just that I may not be at the physical aspect of what you may have expected yourself to receive in terms of a divine life, spiritual, romantic, and BFFL life partner, right? So, oh, I just saw 555. That's cute. I don't know who just, I don't know. I can't see far away. And I don't think I saw anybody, what's it called? I don't think I saw anybody comment anymore. I think it just like pops up here and then. So what was I going to say? So with this, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like you're basically like, listen, I'm connected up above. I'm connected down here. I know something good's going to come from where the fuck I am right now. But I, like, if you meet like a romantic, divine life, spiritual partner, right? Like it, like in this here and now or coming up, like around the full moon, I think it is. I don't know. I have to look it up. I think it's the full moon. Yeah, it makes sense that it's the full moon because it's like towards the end of the month. Okay, yeah, full moon. So, so what was I gonna say? So basically, long story short, it's like this is all you have to offer right now. But what you have is as solid as, like, even on the invisible, what you have is clearly as solid as it is physically, like as a physical sword, right? It's like it's super powerful and it's super fucking like directed at like focus. Like there is something like like where you are so, let's say invisibility, like you're talking about, you know, wealth in your mindset. Like you are so super fucking there. You know, you've reached your apex of it that now you're able to basically, you know, first of all, not give a fuck anymore, right? That's why you're blinded. You're like, I'll go through fucking anything right now because I trust my heart and I trust my instincts and I trust my intuition and I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I'm just gonna go through this life, even if I have to go through it vulnerable, naked. I don't give a shit. Like it can't hurt me anymore. Like nothing can hurt me. I'm like double. Like it's kind of like the universe gave you this double like protection, if anything, because instead of any clothing or whatever, because you're like, yo, I got this. Like it's not, you know, one to protect your mind, one to protect your heart, right, if needed. But other than that, you don't really need anything because it's just you're okay with where you're at right now. That's why you're able to sit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just sitting and you're like, all right. Yeah, but this cloak is so interesting because it's super gentle. Like it's super like I'm envisioning it as like this silk. Like it's like a silk cloak. So, which is beautiful. Like it's not, maybe it's not even a cloak. It's like a piece of, you know, fabric that makes everything really romantical. So I just feel as though this romantic type of texture is really represents a romance. Like I really do, where you're gonna get the highest and best coming in for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. And like maybe they're like around you. Oh, that's so interesting in terms of how it's being depicted. Maybe they're around you, but you don't see them yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that so you're just kind of like you're trusting with your sword. You're connected to the above, and you're grounding it with gratitude down below. And you're being proactive about your life, you know, until it decides to kind of whip around and show itself to you. But other than that, like this cloak could be purely like on an invisible scale to you, like where you might not see, you know, like when somebody pops up behind you and they're like trying to scare you, but they're like, they show up on the side and you're like looking that way. So it's kind of like that. It's like they don't see you yet and you don't see them yet, but you're okay with that. Both of you are okay with that, you know? But yeah, it's really interesting. So helpful people in travel, it's like this person's going to have, they're going to be, for me, but they're going to be the highest and best happy, helpful people or person, and have so much like highest and best travel opportunities in terms of like maybe that's their lifestyle, you know, that you'll be able to really kind of like join in on the celebration of, because I feel like it's like golden, like miraculous, like top notch, top dollar, and you'd be like, you never even thought you would see this for yourself, like that type of thing. Like they live a different type of lifestyle than you're even used to living. So that's interesting that it came up a lot. Are we done with these 3 cards right now? Are we done with these 3 cards right now? All right, I'm getting no. Do we add this card right now? Nope. All right, so that was like single. Like all of them, and they're single. Now they want me to see something else, and I don't know in terms of togetherness. Again, I'm really sorry for the alerts. I don't know how to stop that shit. And I know you can hear it because I think I've heard it before. There's something here with this. All right, what is it, 18? There's something here. Okay. They're showing me his nose, this guy's nose. So, you know, oh, that's so interesting. They're showing me the nose and the sword that's pointing up above. It's like, you know double time who this is, actually. But you haven't seen it physically in your world yet. And the thing is, it's like I see the golden cloak, like with the taking a like a, what is it called? Like it has a personality, but it's called it's not personable. It's whatever, I don't know. It's taking on, I forgot the term. It's taking on a personality of a human, and it's literally looking over your shoulder, as in like peeking at you. So it could be even kind of, it's seeking you and you're seeking it, but it's going to seek you in terms of like you're gonna you're not gonna see them looking at you. It's gonna be kind of like a secret admirer type of thing. And they are, but they're not creeping you out. They're being more gentle. They're being like, hey, I'm here, like I'm just popping in, kind of like that. Maybe this also has to do with spirit too. You might see your senses, because this guy's eyes are closed, his other senses are heightened, so you might actually be able to develop the sense of your other senses in terms of hearing and feeling spirit, right? Because again, you are connected and you're bringing it down here. It's like both. Like you're there's something that you're grounding that's coming through. And it's around the new moon. The full moon. Sorry, full moon. I feel like I'm saying new moon because I feel this full moon is bringing in a lot of good new energies. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's so interesting. What I'm getting is there's going to be change also in your footing, if that makes any sense. There's going to be changes in your footing in terms of, like, you're going to feel a lot lighter on your feet. So I just feel like you're going to be walking in light, you're going to be talking in your light, you're going to be just more light on your feet. So again, this new type of lifestyle is really going to be, it's going to be really good because you're going to feel vulnerable, but very light and joyous on your feet. That the blend of both worlds are going to be super powerful. And again, you are your own helpful person and travel, by the way, because of the fact that, swords are metal. So it's like you're doing what you can for yourself right now, but you're not seeing that other people, like in the next phase of life, which is going to happen by the 22nd or better. Hold on. Oh my gosh, my foot is falling asleep. It's basically, you're not seeing that they're going to actually help you, but yeah, you don't see who's going to help you. You don't see what, but I just feel like it's a crowd because it's like a solid, like, I don't know, it's like a solid crowd of people. Like they're definitely there to uplift you. Definitely. Group of people. And I want to say it could be like a group of people within a group of people. So it's like if you're, what's an example? Like if it's like maybe like somebody on the ends of something, right? Like let's say nothing's coming to me like it is, but it isn't. Like if you're, let's say you're part of a group, kind of like maybe, how about this? Like a chamber of commerce, interestingly enough. Like, how it's like a hub, but they collect like a lot of the higher ups. It's kind of like the people in the community, the entrepreneurs of the community, like those creators, shakers, movers, creators, dreamers, that type of thing. It's like a hub of sorts that's actually supporting you. Yeah, and it runs really deep. Like it runs like meaningful. Like you're gonna be, I can like picture somebody like super crying in gratitude because of the fact that they're gonna be like so astonished by the support, but also like it's like the power of Archangel Michael is completely here with the swords and the blue and the and the nighttime and just the strength of it all. Like it's very interesting. Yeah, you have a lot of and by running deep, it's interesting. The border again is purple, so it's gonna run meaningful. It's not just gonna be like some like maybe even you're coming across your soul tribe is what I'm feeling. Like your soul tribe is going to be, your helpful people and travel at this time. So again, this could be shown as, step 1, step 2, step 3, past, present, or future. yeah, I also want to say like yin and yang, you know, like how you're feeling on the inside, but you're kind of having to do this whole thing on the outside. Like you're coming across this way to yourself, but other people are seeing you as this. But yet you're happy being the simple, like in the middle. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. That's like your happy ground. Do I take this into consideration now? Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, I don't know if I showed you this before, but it's the Six of Wands. Oh, this is so interesting. Six of Wands. Let me just take it. Can I take a sip? Yeah. We're going to take a sip. I literally thought that was going to fall over. I was like, ooh, ooh. Okay. So, Six of Wands. I want to say this is like your highlighter card. Do I take from the top of the deck too at all? Yeah, I was a little uncertain about that. All right. So, six. Okay, so Six of Wands. Oh my god, look at that, guys. Holy fuck, dude. All right, I love when this happens. All right, golden cloak here. Golden cloak here. Okay. Super awesome. It's funny. These two people are helping each other out completely, where it's like this guy is like at nighttime down here and up in heaven. I just feel like, yeah, because he's on clouds. So this is like a person helping you from up above. They're taking, it's like they're sucking all of your wands, like all of the wands that you've kind of given over to you know, to the divine, as in like your burdens. They're just taking it from you. They're like, I really do see, it's funny, it's like the Archangel Michael vacuum, like that's just being vacuumed, and they're just catching it. And I just love, he has like angel wings on his, like God wings, like, yeah, like kind of like God wings at his feet. So I just like love it because it reminds me of what, Adidas? This is an ancestor because they have gray hair that's helping you. They also kind of, it's very interesting because it's like, I see it as an above so below, and it's very interesting because it's like kind of like time, right? So time will heal all. Also, some of these wands, you need 4 to make that kind of huppah type looking thing. Like 4 of Wands in the traditional tarot is kind of like a commitment, a connection going on. And it's like right now they've received all of your burdens to kind of put a wreath around it, right? Like to basically like twirl it and transmute it into something else, and then bring it back down to you in terms of a consolidated 4 of Wands where you are going to be super happy and super committed to somebody. So, you know, it's kind of like you, right around the full moon, you will reach the apex of your high vibrations. And so you guys are going to be at the same level as if you're both in the sky and, you know, doing the work that you need to do, right? Like as if you're both like it's like you're high, like you're at your higher self during the full moon, and your A team is now helping you very consistently and like with a lot of effort, but with no effort at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you've already put in the effort. So I feel like now they're kind of taking over and they're like, okay, we got it. Like this is like the last haul, right? So again, you're not seeing this, but this is what's happening behind the scenes. And yeah, I just see this as a beautiful card. Like they're rebalancing stuff, right? And it's the infinity, like the time, like the sand timer is kind of like the infinity symbol. I always saw it as that. So it's kind of like as above, so below. So you're giving over your burdens and your worries and all that stuff, and it's being then, you know, like I said, turned into like the 4 of Wands, which is like a commitment on the ground, right? They're sending it right back to you. It's kind of like fucking FedEx. Airmail, U.S. airmail. What else? Yeah, it's super, like, what's coming to you too is super divine because of the clouds, and like it's pure. It's like something you don't even have to question anymore. Yeah, it's solid footing, solid foundation. I love how I never even saw this. I love how like clouds look like muscles. Isn't that funny? But yeah, clouds are fluffy and muscles look fluffy because they're expanded, but they're actually rock solid, right? So it's super amazing how they depicted that, right? Like as like angels are strong. Like cuz there's swirls and muscles that look like clouds. That's so interesting. Would it be funny if we came from clouds and not stars? Or those that are like super healthy came from clouds and the rest come from stars? So funny. Or you could be both. Both exist. 2 plus 6 is 8. So there we were talking about infinity just there, and it's really interesting because it's like, okay, a pair is coming to fruition here now, and creatively so, where it's like now there's going to be love there. Creative love is really what's happening between the invisible and the physical, right? So the invisible, your invisible helpful people and travel, right? Could be angels too, right? Because they are helpful guides and they travel to you. Amazing. Okay. They literally can harmoniously come to you in terms of helping you meet a person around this time and then develop this beautiful divine love that are written in the clouds. And today, what was I getting? There was something somebody was telling me, like, was somebody, I can't remember. It was in a Stone Cold. Oh, that's interesting. So Stone Cold came up, and it's like because I was like, oh, written in the clouds is like not written in stone, right? So I was thinking like, is that a bad thing or a good thing? No, it's really a good thing because first of all, the clouds are divine. Second of all, they are evolution. So if it kind of gets to be on a more invisible level where it kind of like disappears, it turns into something else, you know what I'm saying? And so it's very interesting because if it's not written in, like, so put it this way, up above it's written in the clouds, down below it's written in stone, you know what I'm saying? So this is definitely definitely, and not a stone cold, it's definitely stone warm. Like it's a warm type of meeting that you're going to have because it's going to be highly spiritual and super creative, which blending of the both, it's like, it's so meaningfully joyous that it's like, yo, no one even quote unquote saw it coming, okay? Because of the blindfold. No one saw it coming. Yeah, this like wreath is like a halo, right, around somebody. So again, somebody's mind is being healed in this sense too. And maybe it's like what you've come through. It's like now, maybe it's like all the stuff that you've experienced now gets to kind of be more, your mentality is being healed, but also because somebody else is there to basically kind of get a handle on things. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, okay, this is all that I've come up with thus far, and and once they see that you've really come to the end of your road with like just doing the way that you would do life for you, and there's no longer any more for you to do, which is right around this time actually. It's literally there. It's like that's when it's being sucked up to the gods above and your angels and your guardians and whatnot, and they're just like and they're holding on to it, and it's kind of like even kind of like a trophy even, right? Like like this symbolizes that you're done. You're like like you've completed this phase of life and you're about to receive some sort of recognition or divine beautifully healing reward, and it's pure because of the white clouds, white light too. Yeah, it's pure. White light wanted to come out, so that means it's definitely pure. It's funny because this guy's hugging these wands too, and the wands seem as though, like, if they were to represent people, it's like people coming together for the unity of love, right? And basically it's like the God, or the, you know, the love energy hugging on everybody and just gathering them, right? So maybe there's like a gathering of sorts that you have to go to in order for, you know, you to feel loved. But also I feel like as though you may not have to go anywhere because you've come into your own self-love here, that again you don't give a damn. But yet when you do find this other person, in terms of whatever groups you end up being together in, you are going to feel the love in it. Like that's going to be the top priority with that wreath around it, you know? Top feeling that you're going to get with that person around. Yeah, I feel like everybody's like huddled, like they're like in terms of people, like personified. In terms of, yeah, in terms of the wands personified. That was the word I was looking for before, or personification. I think that's what it was. Um, they literally, like, it's kind of like everybody's gathering and like they're being squished. Oh my god, I'm mind blown right now. Okay. So what, this is crazy. Okay, I'm having a connection because on my walk before I was getting like, okay, if you take a water bottle and it's filled to the top and you squeeze it like from like, even if you opened it a little bit, it doesn't matter, or have it be closed, and you just squeezed it, like, and there wouldn't be any water there wouldn't be any place for water to go, right? What would you get? You would get, like, basically, you would get either, you know, water that comes out of the top, right? Or you would just get kind of like these bulges, like, you know, like, it would either bulge at the bottom or bulge at the top, but it's like a tight squeeze. So I was getting a vision of that before. Wow, that's crazy. And it has so much to do with this because it's like you're being squeezed from the middle in so much love that you've never even experienced this before, but yet it's gentle, but yet it's like you felt that you're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like really like jumping for joy, but kind of squealing because it doesn't hurt, but like it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, I always wanted this, and so that's basically like, you know, this angel is basically like protecting it because you're being so, you know, loved by, you know, the person that you're meant to be with, but also I feel like they're his, or in my case it would be his people, but it would be like the opposite, like the in-laws, you know, the opposites, like type of thing. Like if he has friends, they're gonna love you. If, you know, he has family, they're gonna love you. If you have friends and family, they're gonna love him. Like that type of thing. Like there's just gonna be so much like squeezed love going on. Like people are gonna fucking love each other. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. Oh my god, it's so funny. So that's so crazy that came through as like a fucking comparison. Like, oh, that's what I was getting, because I was like, what a weird fucking visual, but like hilarious, right? So again, it's like, you know, bottles popping off, bottles of water popping off. So yeah, so that's basically what it is. So that's like either, again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like step 1, 2, 3, 4, which I probably think it is, or it's kind of like, it's, yeah, I don't know, that could be like your highlighted card of like what you could look forward to. Yeah, I think I want to look at it as that way, like something that you could look forward to. Awesome. So yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the reading for today. Do we need to say anything else about this? Okay, no. So, long story short, feel free to ask me any questions or whatnot, and I'll totally be happy to answer them as best as possible. I don't know, again, I don't know like how this all works, but I see 2 people, which is awesome, because you know what I've always said to myself? I've always said that if I can just touch one person, I'd be so happy, you know? So, oh, hey, Nina, love for you. What a beautiful name. Hi. Thank you so much for stopping in. You're welcome to come by anytime that you see I'm on. And thanks for commenting because again, like I said before to Rosa Milano, I literally it's courageous, right? To literally put yourself out there and comment. Like that's not an easy thing for some people to do, you know? So I appreciate that. I appreciate you just even saying hello. Um, yeah, so there's two people on. So as I was saying, like if I could just reach one person in terms of, connecting with them on a love base, like in a love based type of way, or to uplift them, then I would be so I'd be so grateful. So I don't even care about the number. I care about, like, as long as my messages are coming through and are true to me, then I feel like I've done my job. And then anybody else who needs to watch it right now or later or whatever, Also, it's really funny because, like, I don't do a lot of my marketing as of late because of the fact that, like, I don't do a lot of marketing at all in general just because I haven't really been ready to be, like, so super exposed and out there. But also because I've been going through a little bit of my own shit. But now I feel as though that, we might grow this into something a little bit bigger than what I can see it being. So, because I actually don't even have I don't have a vision of where I want it to go. I just know that I want to be able to just put myself out there and express myself, and whoever needs to connect with my heart, like, may they, and the truths of my heart, may they. But other than that, it's like I'm just here to chill and enjoy life. Yeah, exactly. I got you too, girl. I got you too. Yeah, I mean, it's all about that. So it's just kind of like, and if you'd like to, like, if you feel the need to, like, definitely, I'm all about sharing in terms of, like, share, like, if you like these videos, share them with, like, and it doesn't have to be physically sharing. It could be like, I love word of mouth, to be like, oh, I ran into this girl and, like, she's so, she's amazing. No, but, like, literally, like, just because I love doing that too. Like, I love telling people about, like, new tarot readers that I hear about, and it's like it's super fun to share, like, the information that and then as you do, more will come to you, and then you get to be more smarter and more interesting. So yeah, so I don't know who's on still and who's not, but feel free to ask me anything. Oh, you do that too, Nina? That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's so true. It's like, it's super fun, and that's why I'm like, I just love sharing information. So if you feel the need to, I would love for you to, share on with your friends and fam, and whoever you think needs to hear, like, uplifting messages. Um, what else did I want to say? And then, like, I don't know. I'll, like, probably be on here with, like, different. I feel like I'm gonna probably do some, like, hangouts very soon in terms of, because, like, I've been, like, going through my own stuff, so I haven't really been that social. But what I'm getting is to become a little bit more social in terms of just, like hanging out with peeps and, like, just, like, talking about shit. I love talking. I love talking. I think that's why I'm on here. But I also like to talk about, like, meaningful shit. Like, like, the stuff that matters. Like, I don't really talk when I don't need to talk. No, but I do come off as an air sign, right? No, I am not an air sign, Nina. I am, and I should actually post that. I am a Capricorn. What is that? The one that you're born into is the sun, I think, right? Sun. Yeah, sun. So I'm a Capricorn sun. January 14th is my birthday. Let's just clear it up that way. And I am a Scorpio rising and a Cancer moon. So that's what I am. And I should really post that in my bios, right? Like, in my description, but I don't. Thank you, 18. I'm getting, like, downloads as we're talking. Yeah, I really love books too, so I think I feel like I'm gonna, like, in my hangouts, I'll, like, kind of, share some books with you and stuff like that, like, really good books. It's so crazy, like, I haven't even been reading, and I love reading, but, like, the thing is, it's like, I just let go at one point. I think that's what it was. I was doing so much, and then I just was like, enough. Oh shit, that's pretty powerful. You go, Nina. That's crazy. Oh, I literally just wrote about Libras this morning on my Facebook page because I fucking love Libras. Like they're such love and they're so like necessary for unconditional love on this planet, dude. It's so crazy. Yeah, so if you want check my Facebook page out. It's the Illuminated Muse. I write some things. I really also haven't been writing lately too. It's so interesting. Now I've been kind of coming back though. But yeah, like today, like I just decided to write like a different spiel about Libras. So that's so interesting that you're a Libra on here. Scorpio moon. Wow, that's crazy cool. That's super powerful. Needed time for you. That's so beautiful. Yeah, I mean, literally, yeah, I needed time for myself. Exactly. And I think, but I don't think that it was just me going through it. I have a feeling that it was like a lot of us, um, like really like, powerful queen goddesses or queen chicks needing our time to kind of like be with ourselves and then to just understand ourselves more because we're going into this really powerful phase of receiving very big blessings and I think we just needed kind of air like training for it if that makes any sense, right? So yeah, so the whole thing is that's what I think we were all kind of put through on because yeah, I'm so yeah, like but aren't you like glad like cuz during the process I was super like not hi whoever that is. Oh, I love happily ever after. Look at that, Nita. We were just talking about that's so awesome. I love it. Hey, I love your name, happily ever after. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so we were just talking about how and welcome. We were just talking about how oh shit, my battery is running low. Oh, you know what just popped into my head? The Backstreet Boys song, my the call, you know that 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 what's it called that song, it's called The Call, where he's like my battery's running low, I gotta go or whatever, I don't know. So I'm so excited you guys. Oh yes, absolutely, God said absolutely. Yo, Nina, you're laughing, that's hilarious. Yo, but like the funny thing is it's so crazy because I was just telling Nina, by the way, in case I have 15% on my phone, so whenever like my phone decides to die out, I think that's when I'm going to close up shop, like in terms of end the chat, oh, unless it's needed even before then. But I just wanted to let you know, like it's so crazy. Nina and I were just talking about how freaking like a lot of the like divine goddess queens like needed their own time for a little bit because big blessings were coming in terms of like we needed air training, like mental training to be like, okay, what are we going to what are we going to tolerate, what are we not going to tolerate, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and like really we kind of needed like our own me time, right, for a good period of time. So now we're coming out of it and then all of a sudden you freaking pop on happily ever after. I love it. Absolutely, as a God said. It's so true though. It's so true. It's like that's so awesome. So yeah, so happily ever after is very true. Also, I know this is like because I'm such a kid on the inside. Have you guys watched what is it called? Pr- Princess and the Frog? I have the DVD because something came to me to watch it the other day, and you guys have a really like wide fucking screen of me over here. It's like wow, that's crazy. I just realized that. I was like wow, you see this entire wall. Um, but yeah, like so. Long story short, yeah. So you definitely like talk about happily ever after. That like came to me, which is so interesting because this morning I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I have to kind of I have to like see if my mom wants to watch the movie with me tonight before I return it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, dude, you have to keep your big kid at heart all the time. Like, keep that around, you know? It's like so crazy. I forgot what I said to one guy before. Like, we started chatting, and it was like, it was super funny because we started chatting about something. He's like, what are you doing right now? And I was like, and I came back with such a crazy fucking response, but I was laughing so hard. I was like, I think I was like telling him I was watching cartoons or something, and he was like, oh, that's really cute. I'm like, it is. I don't give a fuck. Because I was like, my inner kid like decided that one day cartoons need to come back. Like, fuck it, right? Everything happens for a reason. I sure do believe that. Absolutely. Yes, Princess and the Frog. I'm a big kid at heart sometimes too. I know. We have to make our big kid, at heart more at the forefront. I really do feel that because of the fact that it's just like, because, sometimes when we're adulting too hard, like this card here says, like, it's, guys, look at that. Like, I mean, this is fucking, I wish I could show it to you on here, but I'm not, like, who wants to look like that dude? Like, I want to look like his body. His body, like, looks slamming, right? But that takes a lot of work, too, on a physical note, but, like, everything, it's like, sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's like, that's why, and me as a Capricorn, like, I do things that are so super serious sometimes that I'm actually so grateful to be socializing and just being a fucking kid because, excuse me, that's where the fun's at, Right. And it's so funny because once you like figure out, once you like bring your inner child out into the world, like it's so interesting how people are super, you come off super refreshing to people. Like they don't see it coming. They see you as this like, okay, you're like, you are who you are, but then all of a sudden they're like, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. It's just like basically you're just super refreshing to them, and it's just and they don't see it coming, and they're like, oh my god, like where does this energy come from? And you're like, I'm just enthusiastic about life. Like I love life. You know what I'm saying? And it's your inner child that really loves life. It's not anything else. Same as children, they don't know anything, just enjoying the right. And that's what makes them so much more, I feel like, filled with wisdom than we are. But we're also truly filled with wisdom because if we allow our inner child selves. Oh, 18 wants me to mention this movie. Okay. There's a movie that you guys need to get your hands on. It's called If You Believe, okay? It's a Christmas movie. I ran into it this season, and literally, it's such a good movie. Like, one of my favorite fucking movies. I think it takes place in, like, the 90s or the 80s or the 90s, and, it's when, I'm really bad with, like, actresses' names and stuff, but, like, the girl that stars in it, the little girl that stars in it, is now actually really grown up. I forgot her name. It's like at the tip of my tongue, but I don't really know what it is. No, I really don't know what it is. But like, you need to watch that movie. That is such a good movie. If You Believe, and make it like a seasonal thing, but I'd make it like a fucking monthly thing because I don't give a damn. Because it's so important to like have at the forefront in terms of how life really is and what you need to be like, and in terms of like the yin and yang between, how adulting really is versus like if you were to only listen to your inner child, like what a better life you'll have. It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, we don't really realize too, like children know what's between wrong and right? And so a lot of the times we as adults, when we come into different kind of, what is it called, like scenarios in our life where we're just like confused on what to do. We're like, oh my God, what do we do here? It's like, yo, go back to basics. What would your inner child do? And do that, because of the fact that your children in general give a shit. They care. So it's like, if you can't consult your heart, like if you feel too stupid doing that, or if you feel, whatever, if you feel like you can't bring yourself to do it, it's like that's what you have to check in with. Like, what would a good kid be doing in a scenario? You know, a good kid with a good heart. That's what makes you good, guys. It doesn't like, and obviously also behaving well, right? But like my whole thing is, we give out this really wrong message to kids like, oh, be really good, but they're already good. Do you get what I'm saying? So they try even harder, and then that's who you end up growing into. It's like this adult that tries double hard to get accepted, and it's like that's not even the fucking that's not even the point. The point is just to simply be you at who you are in terms of you at the most simplest, right? Yeah. So I'm glad that you guys are connecting with that because it's so true. That's like a yeah, definitely watch the movie. So good, so good. I'm like I might watch it again for another time, even though I'm always like over and over. But like I just feel like I think my mom and I are gonna have a movie night tonight. I haven't asked her yet, but I'll check in with her and be like, Mom, do you want to have a movie night today? My mom's all about the movies. She's such like a cute little empath. So she loves movies. I'm more music. I love music. I'm all about my DJs, my Zumba. You know what I'm saying. Be true to who you are, and we weren't meant to be perfect, just unique. Absolutely. I love the wisdom that's coming off of you, Nina. Love for you. Yeah. I know a lot of us love bugs, love to like, you know, and I think, I don't know if it's just for me, but I think there's a lot of mom healing going on lately too, in terms of like our mom side. So I think maybe that's been happening more often with people in terms of just like wanting to be with their moms more. I know that's the case with me. And I also know that, oh my God, I'm getting so hot. I don't know if, again, I don't know, it comes in waves. So it's very interesting because I feel like a lot of the times, like the changes that are happening right now for people are all about detachment. And I think that if you feel detachment coming, you kind of are like, okay, well, let me spend more time with the person that I really fucking adore, like honor the shit out of and respect the shit out of, so that I can literally like go off on my own without having any regrets, right? And just like really good memories. So I think that's like what's probably going on, is like we're all just like we're all like just trying to gather the last minute type of memories, you know what I'm saying? And literally just like have fun with them while they're lasting, right? That really, I honestly just like tapping into that could make me fucking cry. But I just like, see, this is the thing. It's like I wish for everybody to have the type of life where they would fucking cry every day because of how good their life is. You know what I'm saying? And I've said that a long time ago. I've manifested that for myself a long time ago. So I was like, yo, make a bitch cry every day. I will be so fucking grateful out of happiness, right? Because of the fact that it's like, why else am I here? Like I mean, other than to live it. To live it and to live it beautifully so and enjoy it, like Nina said, right? I'm gonna blend the two, Nina. I'm gonna blend your enjoy exactly. So exactly enjoy it, right? Or enjoy it exactly as it is. You know what I'm saying? That's really huge. That just came to me. Thank you, 18, for making us all so unique. I really appreciate unique people and also what they bring to the table, you know? Yes, Nina. Oh my God, that's how I know that you live a really damn good life. If you can count your blessings as much as possible every day, even for the big and the small things. I even say invisible and visible, because sometimes it's all about the big and the small. I can see those, but I know that there's stuff happening in the background for us that we don't even see, and I am so super fucking grateful for that shit. And may I one day be able to see them, because I've been trying to freaking... I talk to, my guides all the time, and I'm like, can I just, guys, like, not to be... I don't want to be creeped out by it, but I just want to... I want to just be able to see and speak to people, right? Like, who have crossed over. That'd be so much... That'd be so much more... so much more, like, interesting. But also You would have to know the difference between the two, right? Maybe that's why it hasn't happened yet, because sometimes you just don't, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference unless it shows up as like a ghostly scent in a ghostly way, and then you're gonna be like, let me go shit bricks now. By the way, have you guys ever seen a ghost? I would love to know. Like, have you ever seen a spirit? Yeah, because it's like, I love this type of chat. Like, this is, guys, I'm having so much fun. Like, this is definitely going to happen more often just for me, like, fucking chit-chatting. I also feel as though it would be super fun to bring somebody else on, like, physically, for us to, like, hang out and chat. Because, dude, the people that I hang out with, like, we have a damn good time. Every time I hang out with somebody, it's always a damn good time. So, it's like, I would love to bring more of that onto Cam, you know? Yeah. Oh my God, Gina, you too? That's so funny. I actually work with dreams also. Like, I'm more of a dreamer than anything. That's so interesting. I mean, more than a dreamer than anything, like in terms of how I receive the messages. So that's awesome that you are the same. Cause okay, so I'm like you where yes, it's more so revealed in dreams for me too. But I have seen different spirits, and you know, when I first, when before seeing them, I'd be like, if I ever saw one, like I'd fucking shit bricks, and I'd like run out of the house, like I would just like be so freaked out by it. Thank you, A-Team. I just have to thank them. And so so I feel like the A-Team has showed me like in increments like different things, like, so it's like, oh, here's this type of way that they can show up, here's this type of way that they can show up, and it's like, and so the interesting thing is that I guess they only show you things whenever you're ready, right? So the thing is, I was ready for them because and the way that I know that is because A, I was visually able to see them, but B, I didn't freak out, and I didn't you know, go shit bricks, and I didn't bust through. I didn't go out running. I was like, I saw it and I was like, oh, I was like, that's okay. Like, that's exactly like how it's depicted, right? Like, so interesting. There's nothing to be afraid of, really. Yes, that's so true too. Oh my gosh, I love talking like this. Hold on, there was a jumper. Okay. Rex of Wands just popped out. So there's something very interesting. Talking about animals, you just talked about animals. There's a lion here, obviously, but there's also a lizard. I don't know if that resonates with you. Yeah, so it's the King of Wands, which I always feel like the Wands is like a magician energy. Yeah. Animals, I love animals. There's been a lot of stuff going on with dogs lately too. Nina, where do you, if you don't mind me asking, where do you live? I have a cousin named Nina. Oh, don't mind the background noise. Somebody just came in. Oh, really? North Carolina has lizards? I didn't know that. Ah! All of them went running. Like lizards. Oh shit. That's crazy. I didn't know North Carolina had lizards. Yeah, because I see them too. Though it's been cold down here. I'm in Florida, so it's been cold down here, and I don't really see that many lizards here. That's really good to know. Did you guys watch the what's it called, the what is it called, the Miss Universe pageant last night? Were you all about that? me one second. I'll give you a second to answer it. I'm just gonna pick up some cards. Next time I do this, I'm going to chill in like my bed, and then we're gonna talk. Because it's like I just need to be chilled out a lot of the times. I just saw, Nina, I don't know why, I don't know if this pertains to you, Honolulu just came up. As I looked at your name, Honolulu came up, and I don't know if that resonates with you at all. Or if it resonates with the collective or me, who the fuck knows, sometimes you just don't know. See what happens when you hang out. There could be signs and symbols and more discussion topics. Like I don't even have to pull fucking cards, dude. Even though I'm gonna be doing that, I think hopefully soon, but not tonight. What happened though? Oh my god, what's that cartoon movie? Oh, Honolulu. Oh, Moana? Is that what you're referring to? With the Rock and I think it's Moana. If you're saying, because I think the Rock was the voice of the dude that played in it. Yeah, Moana. I love that movie too. What happened though last night? So last night, I think. Oh, who was it? Oh, Miss Philippines won it. She calls you Moana. Yo, that's so funny because my mom calls me Moana sometimes. She's always like, yo, Moana. Like, it's weird how she does that sometimes and I actually, I looked at myself right now and I'm like, I feel like Moana vibes right now. But the whole thing is, yeah, my mom, calls me that, out of the blue and I don't even think she saw the freaking movie. That's the funny part. You guys, there's something magical about to happen to us because, I'm telling you, these cards are popping out crazy. Maybe it's our. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Maybe it's just exciting energy coming through. I'm super grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. This is super fun. Do you guys have your own YouTube videos at all? Or do you just normally just check in? I have to figure out how this live thing works. How did you find me? That's what I'd like to know. I don't know how to find these live videos where I can just check into randomly. I tried even searching one time. But I was like, yo, I still don't know, I haven't figured it out. Beats the fuck out of me. I have to really... Click on today and the word live. Click on today and the word live. All right. I type in tarot. Oh, that's so cool. All right. So basically okay, that's awesome to know. That's really cool. This way you can, so cool. So Nina, do you, I know this kind of relates to the YouTube videos, but it doesn't have to, do you do tarot on your own or on YouTube at all? If I were to look you up, what types of videos do you have up? Yeah, that's true. I know that the live comes up in the corner, right? In the red, but it's but I tried doing the same thing. I tried typing in tarot, but I guess I haven't tried clicking on today and the word live. I have not tried that. I have to see if that is somewhere. By today, do you mean what's trending? Because that's the shit that I looked up. Okay, no, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, so listen, you got to do what's right for you, and you got to go with what you feel right in. So I appreciate the people that just check in too, because listen, roles reversed too. Like, I'm a human being who is interested in tarot, and I too do a lot of I like to check out other people's tarot. Like, I know a lot of, like, that used to be me too, like, where I was like, oh my god, I can't be checking out other people's tarot, you know, videos and like trying to like mix it up into mine because God forbid I copy them. And it's just like, yeah, but we're all the collective. Like, we're the collective. We just have it. We're getting the same thing, just a different point of view. So, and for me, I'm more of a hub, right? Like, I realized that today. Like, I'm more of a hub. Like, I love, and talk about knowledge and spirituality aspect of Feng Shui, like, I love collecting all this information from all different areas, from all different people, and then, like, whenever it's supposed to come up, I share it. So it's like, for me, it's like, I'm not even copying, I'm actually just sharing it on, you know? I guess there's an energy to that, too, that, like, needs to be there also, for people not to think that you're, like, trying to copy, because maybe there are people... Maybe there are certain people that have this energy that are just like completely coming off as if they need to copy somebody and not needing to be genuine with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check on the word today. Yeah, because I like tried to scope it out. I have to do my own kind of research because I haven't, this was like just like for me, like for shits and giggles. But now I'm kind of like, no, I really want to see what's going on. Like, how does this work? Like, I'm interested, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Because listen, you got to own up to it. I'm not going to know everything. I'm not, you know, Grandmaster G. I lost a freaking card and I think it went somewhere, whatever. But like, I'm not like, you know, the creator. I'm not the universe. I mean, we are in a sense, right? We are that. But like, what was I gonna say? Is like, I just, like, I don't know what to say about it. It's just like, I can't come off like I know everything. I just kind of can only share what I get, and also part of what I get is through other people, helpful people, happy, helpful people, and travel, baby. That all is a part of my world. Yeah. I mean, listen, and the funny thing is, like, we copy off of another in terms of, like, if we see an idea that works, like, let's say I really love organizational videos. I used to watch them all the time because I love to organize, right? So one of the things, yeah, if I see somebody in their videos, like, doing something that I like and that I know that is going to fit in my world, I absolutely will be I would be so happy to fucking apply that to my life because and so grateful because I didn't have to think about it, and B, somebody else came up with it and was willing to share it, so I'm so grateful, and of course I'm going to apply it. Like, that's like, it's basically, an act of gratitude in terms of copying somebody else, right? Like, but copying because of the fact that it's like you literally can start out with that, but then like even organization or feng shui in essence, it's like, this is why you should do it seasonally or, you know, monthly, however you want to see fit. It doesn't even matter, more often than that if you see it fit. But like, you start from a jump off point, from a starting point where, you know, somebody can share an idea with you, but then you kind of evolve it and you grow it into like a bushier type of luscious bush or tree, right? Like, it's just like, I know, kind of crazy, but like, my whole thing is, yeah, and I've been talking all day, by the way. I feel like I've been talking all day, but thank God it's been in a good way. So I'm a little airy fairy, just like you picked up before. You're like, are you an air sign? No, not an air sign, just really fucking airy fairy today. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so it's just kind of like, it's just like, so to copy an idea or to, you know, to implement an idea from somebody else is just, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful jump off point because you literally discovered something. That's kind of like saying, oh, because we use electronics or the light bulb, we've copied a fucking, what's his name, Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla. Like, dude, we're all using their fucking inventions. You know what I'm saying? And we're very happy to do so. No one's calling each other a copycat because of that, right? So it's like, we're all using it to our to our own, not advantage, but our advancement is what I want to say. Yes, 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 absolutely. You are all truth right there with your last statement. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody is nice. Everybody is, not everybody is nice. Right. I mean, listen, it's like, also we have our moments, right, where we want to bring our true self out because we're kind of like wild beings, but at the same time sometimes it doesn't come out right when we express it to kind of want to be right instead of just fucking just saying what your heart wants to say. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we like slide out of heart space to say fucking to something cool or uplift ourselves, and then we slide back in. So it's kind of like, you know, you can't control this shit. You gotta just send love and blessings. Oh yeah, dude, especially amongst women. I think that's actually why I mentioned the whole pageant thing yesterday, because I was so I mean, listen, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but as an empath, I was feeling it out, and I'm like, yo, these bitches are real. Like, they're real. I feel like they really kind of have all uplifted one another. I don't feel like there was too much competition, right? They were all like, they held their own. It was beautiful. But that's what I was gonna say is, you know, women tend to do that, create this fucking competition amongst ourselves, and it's like, no, we need to get it together and come together, right? Like, in terms of just fucking, just, you know, own ourselves so much where we don't feel like somebody else is copying off of us. How I see it. It should be that way, especially if you're on a spiritual place. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because if you're spiritual, you are meaningful and you are of love, right? But, you know, so many people have a different idea of what spirituality is. Spirituality to me is like living this meaningfully gratitude-filled life that is authentic to yourself, and yet, you know, comes in all different forms of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, love, some people find it like the airy fairy love is all they want. I'm like, that's cool. I like all different types of love. I like a variety of love. I don't like, you know, I also grew up in a tough love household, which I don't believe is tough love. I think it's rough love. That's a rough love that I know I don't need anymore, because because they're like, oh yeah, we're not gonna baby you, and it's like, I'm not even asking you to be babying me. I don't need that shit. I just need kindness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just super need kindness. Like, I can't be ruffled up all the time, like roughed up, like as if I'm going into some sort of fucking, you know, like boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. And yet sometimes it happens with family. Like, you just like feel like you're fucking going into this battle every freaking day just to say a damn statement, you know? Crazy, crazy, crazy. When there's a lot of sweet and sour in the mix, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And truth, right? Truth, I love the truth. Like, people, like, I believe that I'm an indigo, indigo, that's actually a cool word, indio. What was I going to say? I'm an indigo child. I've been told that I'm an indigo. So it's kind of like, I love the truth. And some people, like, just really can't handle the truth. And so, you know, that's also where, you know, to be coddled and to not be coddled, it's like, I think you just have to accept all forms of, yeah, that's crazy. You just have to accept all forms of the truth. And especially as an empath, you know, like, you just have to let that flow through you, you know? And it's also beneficial for us. It's for us. It's not like to us, right? But it's really funny because, like, old school people, like I've noticed, like, the ones that say, like, oh, I can handle the truth, da da da, the ones that come off stronger, they really can't handle it. It's like, maybe it's because I go too deep on the truth and they're like used to the surface-based truth, but they really can't handle it. Like, it's funny. So, you know, and we all have strengths in different ways, you know? Yeah, they really can't. It's like blessings to them, but at the same time, It's a comedy show, dude. Yeah. Super comedy show. I feel super relaxed though. Yeah, acting all hard. Yeah, I mean, I literally come out and say, because my thing is like, I want to be a softie. Like, I acted hard all of my life, and it has been a hard life up until now. And once I just I'm telling you, I think that's why during that me time phase that I had, dude, it was just kind of like, yo, it was to soften the fuck up so that we can open ourselves up to love, right? Like the divine true love. Oh my God, I just like felt so much heat from that. It's like, wow, that's so, it's going to be a passionate type of love, man. Passionate love. And that's what I love, right? Why else are we living if we're not living this passionate love? You know, like what the fuck is the point? And actually, I'm realizing that your name is Nina Love for You. So you get what I say when it comes from, it's about love, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm grateful that it's, excuse me, I'm grateful that it's magically happening around this time of like this, what's it called? Oh my God, thank you, A-Team. I love all the signs that I'm getting. Okay, so I'm just grateful that, you know, it's happening around this magical time of just miracles, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, yo, anything can happen nowadays. And it's this warm feeling of, even if you're not feeling warm, like I can't say that I'm feeling 100% warm. Actually, from the inside out, yes, I am feeling 100% warm. Even though, you know, there's like a little bit more to add to it because you're like missing that, I'm missing that like one little, you know, puzzle piece, but 90%, 95%, I'm there, right? But I'm just saying like, I'm just saying when it comes down to it, like I'm just super grateful because this is the time. Oh my God, look at this. So funny. Sorry. All these are flipping just to get this card at the top. That's hilarious. Yeah, like I'm just so super, I'm so super grateful that the warm feeling has finally come and we have worked so much towards it and we get to literally just enjoy the freaking warmth when it comes in, right? As our heart is now opened. Damn, for people like me, we deserve it. That's all I gotta say. We deserve it. And nothing less than the real, true, truthful love and, what's it called? And that golden love, you know? Warms us all up on the inside. Yeah, so true. You're my type of girl. I was like, you're my type of girl. and double timing that girl up. Yeah, you're damn right. Yep. You got it. At least for yourself, you know, smile, laugh. Man, and if you can't, turn to freaking comedy shows, right? What I'm going to do is, if my phone goes out, I'm just going to quickly hop off, not to be rude, but just letting you know I have 3% on my phone. And I'm thinking probably by 7:30 I'll be hopping off. But I love the chat that is opening up. Like, thank you so much for those that have showed up tonight. Like that have me up and opening all of ourselves up, right? Because when we connect, we opening each other up. It's the exchange that we get to kind of experience in terms of becoming more social and even like, see, okay, you know, during the times of AOL, like I fucking loved AOL because I'd be like chit-chatting through like through typing, right? And now it's kind of, this is so interesting. It's like I get to interact and I love the interaction. I love interaction. So like I get to interact with you guys on a really awesome, like this is different. Like I get to respond back in words and not so much type, but read. And I love reading. So like this is a really cool, like different type of yin and yang going on. And thank you for saying that's okay. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Stop back in, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? I actually, excuse me. Every day, what I do is I started doing daily lives. So, cause I really like going live. Like you know why? Cause I don't like to really edit my videos. I don't like to like put the time into it. Like I'm just not a techie. But I like going live so that I can like talk like this. Like this is super fun, right? So I'm gonna maybe try to do that like at the end of my sessions, maybe if I'm not like too tired of talking or if I don't have to be somewhere. I can literally just like do the reading and then stay on for a little bit to chit chat with people. Yeah, AOL was so super fun and interactive. And if I hear like the sound anywhere, I fucking freak out with joy. Like I love the AOL sound. It's like not the You've Got Mail part, but what the ding of it, right? Like it's so happy. Yeah, definitely always going with the flow. May everybody go with the flow. Seriously. Yeah, that were those days. That's so funny. Have you always lived in NC, North Carolina? Let me hear you say. Well, what song was that from? It wasn't. Is that Jagged Edge? No, it's definitely not Jagged. Yo, all my fucking tarots are all over the place around me. My helpful people in travel are my tarot. That's good. That's good. I have to like North Carolina. I have to go visit at one point because I actually just have cousins that just moved there, so that would be a good place to kind of like be still by the water too in a sense. So. I'm like totally, I'm totally spacing out because this is like just to shuffle cards is like super fun for me. But for some reason it's so funny with these cards, I get this feeling that they're like made of like certain card stock that literally like have a film on them. So it leaves like film on my hands. So I gotta go wash my hands soon after I hop off the V. Oh, that's so fucked. But it's oh shit. I meant that though. I meant it. Hop off the V as in video, not the V as another V. You know, there's the D and there's the V. And then there's the star. Yeah, like I love. Okay, so I'm originally from New York, so but I don't have like a solid New York accent. You know what I'm saying? But it comes out when I say like coffee or water. Like people are like, oh, water, coffee. I'm like, I really didn't even say it that like enthusiastic, like that. That kind of crazy, right? But it happens. So yeah, so Jersey Girl comes out. Jersey, NY, all of that. I love it all. Oh, that's cool. Yo, you say G-Pod, that is so hilarious because I say G-Ma. I'm like, yo, my G-Ma. When it comes down to, that is hilarious. So funny. I feel as though you would totally jive for some reason with my cousin Blanca, who's an artist. She used to live up in New York. Now she's in Florida as well. And I don't know why, but your vibes are giving me that you would totally resonate with her. You remind me of her. And it's funny because I've been trying to reach out. So Blanca, if you watch this video at any point, just know that I've been thinking about you. And oh my God, crazy, low battery on my tablet too. Just know that I've been thinking about you too because, and I need to reach out. I'm so bad with reaching out. I just have to, I have to do it. I have to do it. Again, I mean, bad with reaching out because I've been through a little bit of stuff, but oh my God, it's so funny that you're saying drawing because just yesterday I was going through stuff, right? And I was thinking to myself, there was a coloring book I just ran into, and the coloring book literally has like sheets inside where you can like, you know, what is it called? Like it's like thin paper that you can trace. Oh, tracing sheets. So it has tracing sheets on the inside of this coloring book, and I was like, what in the hell? I was like, yo, tracing is super fun too, and I completely forgot that that is fun, right? Yeah, we definitely have to reach out. I will look to see like what's going on your page. But I was gonna say, like, if you wanna like keep in touch, the best way I think is, I mean, I'm on Instagram. I'm on here. Like, we'll keep in touch even if you like tune into the videos. You know what I'm saying? Ah! Yeah, it's super fun. It's like something that really needs to kind of be done with like morning tea in the morning or morning like I think I just need to like really kid it up sometimes and like maybe even like, but see, this is the thing, like I have it all planned out in my head and I'm like, it's gonna happen, it's just not right now, you know what I'm saying? Because you need certain vibes to go down, you need to be by yourself, you need to be like just rocking in your own, you know, element. I was going to reach out. Oh, all right, well, my phone's partying out. Okay, my phone's partying out. I don't know what, hold on, let's see if I can see it. You will. I'm here. What was I going to say? So, I don't know if I didn't get your last two comments. I'm sorry, Nina. I'm sorry, girl. But, yeah, I mean, like, if you decide to stop back in, my phone just died on me. It's T-Mobiling out. It's piecing out. P.S. I will have to say, oh, wait, hold on. You will find the time and, oh, yeah. Reaching out to my friend. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll reach out to her in due time. That is for sure. What was I going to say? I was just going to say that, yeah, like, absolutely. So, yeah, it's like to find a time about the coloring. Like, the coloring, there needs to be time for that. And also there needs to be time to be made for the helpful people in your life, the happy, helpful people in your life, which... Thank you for reminding me of both those things because they're super big. They're super big and they super need to be tended to. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Nina. I'm going to head out now. I love you so much. I'm sending so much love to you and everybody else who needs it. Thank you for, you know, finding the time to tune in for yourself, and thank you for, you know, performing any self-love upon yourself. I know that sounds crazy when I say that, but it's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome, chica. Love you too. Thank you so much for stopping in, and we'll definitely hang out tomorrow if you're around. All right, love you. Mwah. Bye. And thank you for your great combo.